Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. We're excited to have you. Well, you might be wondering, my goodness, Jesse, where you been? I thought we were on a roll. We were doing all these toolbox tours. I know. But sometimes when life calls, man, you get busy. You got to go and do some stuff. So I've been running, but I'm back. Today's the day. And so remember, we did toolbox tour number 1, which is our Milwaukee boxes. That was our everyday tools that we use. And then we had number 2, which was our proto collection that we put together. And then we had toolbox tour number 3, which is our vintage craftsman and some of those kind of collections that we have. Now we're on toolbox tour number 4. Can you believe that? Now, in this box over here, which is our second 84-inch box, we're going to display some Snap-on. We're going to display some Williams and Par-X and Bluepoint, just a whole host of other brands that we have. So that's kind of what's in this box here. And then we're also going to combine that with a little bit of mail call and kind of go from there. Now, did you notice what's over here on this side? Let's see if I can point to it correctly. I can't even get my finger going. How about there? And so check out that wrench. Check out that socket. Let's see where I can point it right over here. Man, I want to show you that. I want to talk about that in just a minute as well. But anyways, without further delay, are you ready? Let's go jump in and let's go see what kind of goodies we got. All right, here we go. Okay, we are back. So let me start off by kind of coming up here. Check out this bad boy. We just got this in the mail today, actually. So it's a Snap-on 1 3/4 inch combination wrench. Can you believe that? Look how big that sucker is. In fact, it was so big, I decided just to hang it up because I'm just doggone proud of that. Now, you might know Brandon. We've kind of talked to him about him quite a few times on the show, and he sent over another goodie package, and this was one of them. My goodness, I measured that thing, the tip to tip, 23 inches long. That's how big that wrench is, and check out the condition of that. It is just beautiful. I mean, it's just awesome, isn't it? And so we have that. Brandon, at the same time, let me kind of scoot the camera just a little sideways here, but you'll notice we also have another tool down here, and this is a 4 3/8 inch socket. Can you believe that? Brandon said, hey, I wanted you to have this. This is my biggest socket that I have. I don't know what I'll ever use that thing for, but I got to tell you, on the cool factor, I think I'm rating about a 12, 15. And so I love that thing. And then this ratchet that he sent over with it, a 3/4 inch ratchet. And so let's see if I can display it. I can't even display it correctly. But anyways, it's an old speed wrench, or Speedmaster actually. And so that's how cool that is. So anyways, I love that. Sorry about that. I keep hitting that doggone thing. And so those are just a couple of the goodies that sit on top or above our 84-inch box that we're getting ready to do. All right, let me scoot this back just a little bit, and then let's kind of get into the drawers. But one last time, check that out. My goodness, Brandon, you are the wildest guy I know. That is just so awesome. So thank you so very much for that. My goodness, I'm just at a loss for words. What do you guys think? Is that an awesome mail call or what? So anyways, so there's part of it. All right, let me get set up and then we'll be right back here, okay? Here we go. Okay, so this is our 84-inch box. I guess I should have probably, let me shut this and then let's go through and let me kind of pan out just a little bit. So that's our 84-inch box that we have here. So that's our second one. And so as we open up the drawer now, let's see if I can get this reset up for us here. And so let's kind of look at our top drawer right in the middle. And so that way you can see what we have in this regard. So now on this top drawer that we have, this is where I house my my ratchets and such like that. And so you can see that we have some older stuff on this side and a little bit of newer stuff on this side. So we got a combination of different things. So maybe let's kind of start off over here. Some of you guys have seen some of this collection already. So let's just kind of see what we have in this regard here. So this is kind of our older vintage Craftsman that we have. In fact, let's see if I can get you a little bit closer here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, and so in regards to these old snap-ons, you might notice that we'll start off with this one here. So we've talked about this in a previous video before, but this is an old number 7, and so this is that pass-through where you push it back and forth the other way, and that's the on and off portion of the ratchet. And so, my goodness, I hunted for this for a long, long time. Finally was able to get one. And so, man, I love that thing. So original number 7. And then we also have, if you are familiar with some of the Snap-on stuff, we also have an anniversary edition. And so this one here is the same kind of push through, but you actually have to take it all the way out and then flip it over. But again, still has the off and on labeling, just like that other one did. But my goodness, look how beautiful that is, right? And so I love that thing. Love it, love it, love it. And so we have a couple of those. And then speaking of, let's see, let's just go down this side. And so speaking of a little bit smaller of these flat handles, we have some FV71s. And so that's pretty nice that we have that set up there. I haven't cleaned it up. I just left it there. It looks like somebody's got some owner marks in there. I don't know how good that'll clean up, but we have another flat handle here, 3/8 inch. I think all of these, probably in consecutive order, are going to be FV71s. And so as we go through and look at this one, some of these, like I said, I haven't cleaned up. But my goodness, I'm just a sucker for these flat handles. I love those things. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And then over here on this side, right to the right of it, we got an FN720, a little different model or year that we have. So that is cool factor as well. So we have that. I'll see if I can maybe look up some of these date codes and put them up on the screen if I can remember to do that. So this is the MV71. So this kind of gets into the 1/4 inch. So I happen to have a few of these. Now this one needs some work, so I'm kind of pushing pretty hard there. Notice it's starting to flake off as far as the chrome on that one there. So maybe we'll just try to do a little bit of feathering one of these days when we kind of get to it. So this is a cleaner version of that. And so you can see how nice that turned out as well. Or actually turned out that's how nice it is. We haven't done anything with it. Now, above that, we have another 1/2 inch drive. And so this is a GS71. This is likely a government issued one. And so I just kind of left this one as is. I think I might just leave it as is as well. But anyways, so that's what we have there. Another flat handle. And then since we're kind of moving right along with the flat handles over here on this right hand side, I have number 71M, excuse me. And so you can see the condition of that one there. So I kind of try to find these whenever I can. I find them at a reasonable rate. I try to pick them up as much as I can. Now this one here is one that we actually restored very early on in my days. And so this one turned out nice. Look at that. Man, beautiful, beautiful. We blued the screws, polished everything else, did a little bit of subtle blue down here. And then we blued the faceplate of that. And this thing, can you hear it? Probably very little. Man, this thing is smooth, smooth, smooth. I love getting that out every once in a while. But anyways, we got some other 71Ms that need to be done. Now this one's a little bit different. This was a 71 MV. And so you can see I still got part of a sticker on from an auction. I think I won this like in an auction, if I remember, like for $10 or something like that. So anyways, so there's that. Now, if we come back over here to this side, down here in this bottom right-hand side, we got these ratcheting adapters. You'll notice for some reason I got them in this drawer. I have a new Britain drawer. I probably need to move it over. But anyways, it goes from that 3/8 inch to 3/8 inch, and man, this thing is nice. And so we love that. I think that's good. You push in the button and then you can turn it and then it goes the other way. So push in the button and then turn it and it goes reverse. So that is a beautiful New Britain. I love that. So that MB12, that's what it looks like there. And so that's kind of cool. Love that. So if you had that on a breaker bar, you can still have some ratcheting effect going on there. So now this is a little different one. So this one is in SW, so Stephen Walden's probably. And so as we go through, same kind of thing, you turn that thing, but this one has the finger wheel where you can turn it to reverse it. And so this one here is actually a 1/2-inch drive, and so that's a little bit different, different beast there. Now, you might notice over here, our friend Kirk, my goodness, Kirk was out visiting his family. They went to an antique store, and when they came through, Kirk was able to find this old rim wrench. So you'll notice, oh my goodness, it's like a speed wrench, but it's shorter. It doesn't have the length. And so now I haven't done anything with it, but my goodness, Kirk hooked us up. Man, I love that thing. Look at that. Look at that logo on that thing. It's gorgeous. So anyways, that's a prize. Now you might notice that I have this impact gun here. I haven't even put a air bit on it at the end, but it's a snap-on. As you can probably see if I lift up a little bit of that boot that's there. So Brandon, he sent over that impact gun. My goodness, how beautiful is that? So I still have that. In fact, I told Brandon, I said, you know what? I'm so in love with this thing. You've probably seen one of my earlier videos where my dad had that old air gun, and I don't have a lot of air tools anymore because I gave them away, but I'll never get rid of this. This will sit right there in a toolbox just right along with my dad's old impact air gun as well. So I love that. Man, thank you, Brandon. I'm just at a loss for words. You just treat us too kind around here. Now, if we go down just a little bit, and I know I'm talking a lot. I got to hurry up because we're still on drawer number 1. But you might remember this one. And so do you remember Matt from Matt's Garage? Oh, my goodness. I was visiting with Matt, and he put this on a video. He saved it out of an old cellar, if I remember correctly. And it came with, he saved the T-bar, he saved the socket. But check this out. I wanted to kind of show you this when I pull this apart, but also just real quick, check out how old that logo is. Man, that's beautiful, right? And so, but when I pull this part apart, that's an old socket, of course. So you can see the old logo that's on there, 5/8-inch socket. But check this out. And so when we go and we look at this, you can barely make out the 0-23. So some of the part down here has rubbed away. But this is an old number 6 ratcheting adapter. So you push down on it and you turn. Push down on it and turn. Man, I've been hunting for this for a long, long time. Now, I just mentioned to Matt, I said, hey, if you ever in the market to sell that thing, let me know. I'd be happy to buy it from you. And lo and behold, you know what that crazy guy did? He sent it to me. Man, check that out. I'm just at a loss for words. The tool community is just second to none. It is awesome. So anyways, he sent me that. Well, man, I got to tell you, just having that as a find is totally awesome. But I was moving some stuff around from my dad, and check this out. My dad had a different version. Now, they made different versions of this, but he had a different version of a number 6 as well. He didn't have that one, but he had this one, and it's a number 6 version that way. Now, the one Matt sent me had the snap-on up here. This one has it down here. But my goodness, I mean, I was blessed to have that, but then to find this from my dad as well, and to have it sitting side by side, talk about honored. Man, love it, love it, love it. So, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Kirk. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Dad. My goodness, look at those things. That is just too cool. If I move the camera over here to this side, let's see if we can get done with this drawer here. Oh, check out this OT handle. So I found this on Marketplace. And so, goodness, love this thing. Man, I cleaned it up a little bit. I didn't go all wild trying to polish it up or anything. I just took the the rust off of it and kind of preserving it. My goodness, I love this thing. So, so anyways, we have that there. We have a little stubby snap-on. I think this is part of some stuff that Brandon sent over, I believe. So I love that. Man, look at that. And so we got some T-bar breaker bars here. So, so we have this snap-on one that goes there. That was 3/8 inch. You got a 1/4 inch version here as well. And so that is just cool as all get out. So we love that. And then from there, some smaller ratchets. So we got this one here, a GM70L. And so kind of has a little bit of this frosted or a little bit of not polished handle. I love that. So that's cool. And then, of course, we have this one here, which is, let's see if I can read that number on here, TM70, I believe it is. Yeah, TM70B. And so this was the one that I was saying that if I had all kinds of tools, this is the one that I would never get rid of. This is what, in fact, I made that one video of why do I collect tools, and it all started off with this one here. So this is my dad's original 1/4 inch. So I love that thing. So I'll keep that around. Here we have a swivel head that's a snap-on as well. And so this thing is pretty sweet as well that way. So anyways, we have that. We have this one here, which is a 100th anniversary snap-on with the red handle. So that's cool as all get out, real smooth. So we have there, man, I'm messing up my organization of my drawer. I had this thing all set up real nice and neat. So anyways, as we get going, have another snap-on 3/8 inch, an F710B. And so this was my dad's, I believe. So one of his original ones. And then we got another one here. So this is a 710D. That was a B. So we love that. Got another one that's right up here. Let's see what this one is. See if we can read it. So snap-on F723. And so, man, now how cool is that? Now this one here, compared to those, a little bit different. This one has the push button here, so the quick release that way. So, man, that is nice. So from there, we got a 3/8 inch breaker bar. Man, that is nice as well, isn't it? So we have that, another 3/8 inch ratchet that's a snap-on. And then we'll keep on running through a little newer version of a snap-on compared to these other ones. And so that's how, man, look at that. The reflection on that. It's gorgeous, right? And so this thing is a fine tooth, really nice. And then let me knock these out. So we got some extensions here that look like they're probably 8 to 10 inches. And then we have, check out this one here. This one here is an FV10. And so when you look at this breaker bar compared to the traditional breaker bar, look at the fluting on the bottom here. So it's just different. It's just straight, and then it just has some fluting there. So that's cool. But not only that, but here's a couple different versions of some snap-on that differ from that as well. And so you can see this is an FV10B, I believe it is. We got the smaller version in a 1/4 inch. And so as we go through, let's see here, MV maybe, VN10A. And so, man, how cool is that? So you don't find these ones all the time, or at least not around here. All right, from there, got a couple other ones. So we'll continue down the bottom line here. See if I can kind of scoot it over a little bit. And so this is my long handle, 3/8 inch drive flex head. And so really, this is one of my go-tos. This is one that I really reach for a lot. And so that is really, really cool for me. So that brings back a lot of memories with my father. And then we have the 1/2 inch version that we have here as well. And so how cool is that? And so this one here is the SL710. And so this bad boy is nice. And then we got the bigger version. We got the long handle version of this. And so let's see here, the SL715. And so that's cool. So 15 inch there. And then we got the breaker bar. And so you might notice this one here is the SN18A. And so, man, that's cool. And then over here, last but not least, on this side, we got our 3/4 inch snap-on. And so, man, how cool is that? Let's see if I can find that logo on here. All right, here we go. So we have the old snap-on logo that's there. And I can't quite read the model number. In fact, here's some right here. This is the L72H. It kind of looks like here. And so, man, love that. I think I picked that up from a friend of mine named Dave here in town. So love that. And then you might recall we have this linesman ratchet. And so I picked this up from a gentleman down south of me. And so how beautiful is that? Man, now when I got it, it was pretty crunchy, but man, this thing cleaned up nicely. So it has a ratchet on one side, 1/2 inch, and then it has the 7/8 inch closed in on this side. We have no refrigeration ratchet here as well. So an R71, so I love that. So I think it's cool as all get out. So anyways, that's my top drawer that I have here. So I hope you found some goodies in that drawer there. And then let's kind of move on to my second drawer. So if I come down just a little bit and I open this up and try to put down my camera, we can see this is where I house some of my miscellaneous snap-on. So I showed you my other snap-on stuff, but over here you might notice some wrenches. Now this one here is a 15/16, yeah, 15/16 snap-on. Man, I got to tell you, Brandon has just been such a great friend to the show, and he is just a phenomenal guy. His kids, man, they got some wonderful parents that way. And not just because he's sending us tools, just because he's just a genuine nice guy. But anyways, he sent us over this 3/4 inch as well. Check these out, man. They're like brand new. So I love that. And then we picked up some along the way as well. I forget which ones, where I got them all, but this was a 15/16 as well. So an older version of the snap-on. And so this is the OEX30, I believe. And so we have that. And then they kind of go down. So this is a 11/16 inch here. So just miscellaneous tools that I pick up here and there. And then this one is a 3/8 inch. Yeah, a little 3/8 inch there. So we love that. And then, of course, they go to 1/2 inch. And then let's see here. We have this snap-on ratcheting wrench. Man, I love these things. I know some people don't like them because they're so thick or for whatever reason, but I love these. So I have another set that I use. And then from there, we have this double box with a offset on each side. So, man, look at that. That is gorgeous, right? And so let's see here. B1458B, I believe is what it is. And so there's that. We got a couple different versions of that one. I remember I was at an auction. I do remember this one. So it was in a box. I didn't even expect it. I think I only paid like $2 or $3 for the box of old rusty tools, and this one was on the bottom of that little 1/4 inch double box in here as well. And so probably for some hydraulic lines. So anyways, I went through and it was at an estate sale. And I happened to be there right at the right time, but they had a whole set of these. And so this was the 5/8 inch, a little bit of an offset snap-on. So they have it in 5/8 inch. And then I also picked up the 1/2 inch. Let's see if I can run through a few of these because, man, I'm talking way too much. 3/8 inch. Well, I say 3/8, it's 3/8 on one side, 7/16 on the other. Same with the previous two. They have two different sizes. So 1/4 inch and 5/16. So that was another one. And then they just kind of go down. So I have some of these ones that are just there. So they kind of go down a little bit smaller. I can't forget my little dimmer switch foot pedal. Man, love that thing. Reminds me of that old 51 that my dad and I redid. So we had one just like it. So anyways, there's that. And then we come back right down to the middle. You might be wondering, what in the world is in that red box? I'm kind of curious. And so this little snap-on box, I think I picked this up in Maine, I believe. But anyways, what I use it for is just all my miscellaneous little sockets and extensions and whatever else that I find. I just kind of throw in here if it's snap-on, or this particular case, I think I did throw, yeah, a couple Matcos just because I don't have a lot of Matco and didn't have a place to put it. So anyways, that's kind of where I keep some of the miscellaneous stuff, and I get enough of it, then I can build out a set perhaps and kind of go from there. Got a pair of pliers here, so that's a snap-on. Slip joint pliers, snap-on. We got some other wrenches over here, some combination wrenches that are metric. So 14, 13, 10, and then this one is 10 as well, I believe, yeah. And then this one is 7/16. Now this one's a little bit different. It's open end on one side and it has that socket in on the other side. So I got a couple of those that are just miscellaneous that I found along the way. So this one here is 1/4 inch, and so anyways, we'll keep hunting those down and see what we find. And then as we come over here and look at this side of the drawer, you can see that we have some double box end wrenches is what I've been trying to do with these. And so as I go through and look at those, this is cool as all get out. 1 1/16 on one side and 1 15/16 on the other side. And so I love those. And then of course, that's the black version. And then we have the same thing, or almost same thing, 1 1/16, 1 1/8 on the chrome. And then it kind of goes down 15/16, 1 inch, 3/4 and 7/8 on this side. And then of course we have some offset double open end wrenches as well. And so 5/8 and 5/8, but with different pitches on them. So anyways, we have that. Oh, I didn't even notice this one here. So this is, the reason why it's a little bit different, it has a socket end on each side. So this was 3/8 and 7/16. All right, and then you might remember our old drill bit set that we picked up that was snap-on. I think I had that in one of the videos that I did, so that was kind of cool. So we have that. You might remember the old Corvette ratchets. I didn't have a place to put them, so I put them in here. So those are cool. So I love those things. And then the last thing that we have in this drawer for snap-on is this wrap. Now, I got to tell you, I just remember I told you I got that big old wrench from Brandon just today, and that big old socket set just today. Well, this is the other thing that Brandon sent over. How crazy is that guy? In fact, let me move this box out of the way just because it'll sit more flat. And so when I open this up, man, it's an old snap-on wrap. And so as we look at the wrap here, we can see what's inside. And so we start off over here on this side. There's a set of metric wrenches. And so this is a double open end. And you'll notice that it is, let's see here, a 6 and a 7. Man, how beautiful, right? 6 and 7. And let's see what we have. And then we got another one that is a 10 and is that an 8? Yeah, an 8 and a 10 there. So that's cool. This one here, we happen to have an 11 and a 13. So, and then they just kind of keep on going. So we have 14 and 12. Man, but look at the condition of these. Man, Brandon, what in the world are you thinking, buddy? So look at that. Man, love that, love that, love that. And so, but all of these are just in tip-top condition. They're beautiful. So 15 and 14, so we love that. And then they just keep on going up. I can't spend too much time because, man, I'm really making a long video again. And so 18 and then 16. Yep, 16. So we have that. And then they keep on going all the way up until we get to a number 32. And so see if I can pull this out. And so, so this one here is a 30 on this side and a 32 double open end wrench. Wow. Look at that. VOM 3032. Man, that is a work of art. Love it. Now, inside there, he sent over a little socket rail. So, man, that's killer. So, love that. And then you notice on this one, he also sent over a 3/4 inch SK extension. Man, look at that. Is that awesome or what? So, we love that. So, but anyways, this is what Brandon sent over. This is part of the mail call today. And so how beautiful of a wrap is that? Would you agree? Oh my goodness, I don't even know what to say. Oh, and there was one extra miscellaneous wrench in here. And so this was a one that he sent over as well, a little different version, but a 13 millimeter. And so, man, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that's the wrap. All right, so that's what we have in our Snap-on top 2 drawers. That's our Snap-on collection, besides our everyday other tools that I had on that other side. So let me see if I can wrap this back up for just a moment. Put this back in here and see if I can get my box back in here. And I'll straighten it up later. Let's see if it'll shut. And so it barely closes. All right, so there's that. Now, since we're dealing with Snap-on, let me show you this drawer. So this drawer here is an extra drawer that in this area down in Oklahoma, incidentally, we have what we call a 100-mile garage sale. So last year I went and I picked this bad boy up. It has a little oil poured up here. I cleaned this one up just because it was so bad. But notice, man, beautiful. Look at that gold lever. I blew the screws and the inside of this, polished everything out, and I eradicated all that rust. And this thing is awesome. So anyways, this fits right inside my my drawer here, so I love that. So it just sits right up there. It came with a breaker bar, a couple extensions. It came with some sockets. I've added a few sockets. It came with this speed wrench as well. But notice that I left the box, and so I didn't do anything with the box. I just left it as it was. So and I left the speed wrench that way. But anyways, that's what's in this drawer. So that's part of the Snap-on collection as well. So we love that. The next drawer down, really kind of a catch-all. Just have some old Snap-on stickers. Remember I did that Hinsdale, it came with 2, so I have that there. I have some Craftsman, some old oval logos that's there. Let's see, Dale's Workshop, I have an extra one of his stickers there. Some more Snap-on, Indestro stickers, some other Snap-on stuff. So I got, this is just a bunch of Snickers, some camera stickers, not Snickers, stickers, and such like that. So there's that. This one down here is Par X, incidentally. Check out this bad boy. Look how big this one is. Man, or not Par X, this is a PNC. And so I think Luke brought this bad boy over. And so, man, look at that. 1.5 inches on this side and 1 7/16 inches on this other side. Wow, look at that. That is crazy, isn't it? So anyways, I keep that in here. Got some other PNC ratchet, 1/2 inch ratchet here, open gear. So we love that. So that's cool as all get out. And then some miscellaneous sockets that we have there. I picked this one up somewhere. I forget where it was, but this was a PNC as well. Or excuse me, a Par X is what this one is. Oh, this was PNC. This was PNC. Maybe I got these included. So this is a Par X. So maybe this is my PNC. So I have some Par X down here. And so this was a little 1/4 inch ratchet. I got this barrel PNC. So that goes over here on this side. Man, I'm getting them confused. Look at this, guys. Getting them all confused. So this is my Par X stuff over here now. So I just got some combination wrenches, a few little miscellaneous stuff as far as sockets. So that's this drawer. The next one down, don't have a lot, but this is the right drawer. And so with the right tools, you know, just trying to build a little bit of collection. So I found this 3/8 inch speed wrench, and then we have a breaker bar. We have a specialty refrigeration wrench back here as well. So I just kind of kept everything that came with it there. Miscellaneous socket there in this tiny little box, in case you're wondering. Got a little set going on in here, and so that's kind of cool for right. So that'll continually build as we get going there. This bottom one, I don't think I have anything. Well, I do, I guess. I have my Matco, and so this is my tap and die set that I have there. And then I have my rethreading kit that's Snap-on, that's in here. But that's all I keep in that bottom drawer. And so if we come back over here to this middle drawer, right underneath the 2 big ones, You can see that I don't have a lot in here as far as like one of the brands that we're carrying, but this is where I do carry all my miscellaneous ratchets that I've been collecting over the time that I've been doing some stuff. A lot of them are just kind of unknown brands, but I kind of think this little spud wrench that's Klein, and man, you know, it just has, you can tell somebody's been using that bad boy, but I love that. So I think that's cool. So this was a Dayton, so that's kind of neat. So I love that. Let's see here. This is really not a lot I don't love. There's an Action breaker bar. So this is an Allen. I think Brandon sent that over with one of his mail call packages that we have there. So we have that. And then probably this was cool. This is Cornwell. And so that is nice as well. So I haven't had a chance to use it. So I just picked it up and kind of threw it in the drawer. And then I think this one is just a no-name, but it just kind of had this round head up here that's real smooth. So I just kind of kept that. Got some breaker bars and different things like that. But anyway, it's just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that really doesn't have a home. That's what I have in that drawer. The one below it is our Indestro. In fact, I think on our last video, somebody commented, "Hey, I'm surprised you don't have some Indestro type collection." Well, guess what? I have a little bit. Now, you might remember over here, this is that $3 set. Remember, I walked into that auction and they just had it sitting in a box. And so I bought this set, and it was all crunchy, and it came with this junky old box, but I discarded the box. Actually, I still have it, but I just use it for something else. And so, but it has this this levering ratchet here. So when you go up like this, it releases this to go. But when you go down, you push down like you're going to turn it, then that's where it locks into place. And so, my goodness, I love that. And so that's a beautiful, beautiful ratchet that's here. And then again, it has the push through. Man, look at that. Is that gorgeous or what? So anyways, I bought this whole set, including the big old extension, all these sockets. And so check out that socket. Isn't that just, look at the curves on that thing. Is that gorgeous or what? Now, you probably need to turn it over. But this is a 1 1/4 inch, and notice the star. And so that star dates back to their trademark. And so, but man, look at that. Look how clean that is inside there. These things cleaned up awesome. So I cleaned up a whole set of 6 points that were there, some 12 points, and then we also got some square drives, some 4 points or some square drive sockets. And so anyways, there's that. I got some little newer version of some Indestro. So this is still older though. Man, it dates back a little ways, but look how good that cleaned up, right? And so, man, this thing is just awesome. So I love that. And then, of course, we have some of these sockets that we've collected along the way. And I think even Brandon sent over some of these even. So some of his stuff that he was trying to clean out. And so, anyways, we have those. We got a couple of pliers on this side. And then in this box, starting to build a little bit of a set. And on this box, I think I'm building a Industrial Select set. So that one on top is the Industrial Super. So this was going to be the Industrial Select. And so we're starting to build that up. That'll match that label. It'll match that ratchet as we go. And then I got some double box end wrenches here with a little bit of an offset. I got some other miscellaneous wrenches over here on this side. And then, of course, I got, as you can see there, probably the old-fashioned hex drive with a little, kind of look like a little Allen wrench with some sockets there. So anyways, that's that drawer. So I love that. And so we're building up that collection. This one is nothing except for a knee pad, because when you get old, well, you can't be kneeling on the ground on your bare knees. And then remember Brandon's girls, they sent over this pouch. And so I still need to get some tools to put in there, because I'm going to keep that, because that is awesome. Love that. All right. And so let's kind of move over just a little bit. Let's tackle this drawer. And now you can see why I'm only doing one toolbox at a time, because I talk a lot. And maybe I just have too much junk in here. And so give me your opinion. What kind of junk do you think I have in here? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Put that in the comments. What is your favorite that way? But notice we also have this extra Williams. And so this is a Williams spud wrench as well. So, man, so or a irons worker wrench. And so Luke was educating me a little bit. He used to be an iron worker, and they used to use tools like that a lot. And you might notice, I think one of the things that he was telling me is like on some of these, they run these through the holes of the iron, and then notice how flat it is. They could stand on this side in some of these instances. And so that was part of, so this could be used for alignment, and also they could also have a little stand for their feet. So the way I understand it. So anyways, from here, notice back here, we'll start off with this one, having a 3/4 inch Williams breaker bar, sliding T-bar. So this is the H20A, incidentally. So I haven't done anything to this one. I just kind of put it in the drawer. And then we have these Williams super wrenches that are here. And so that'll be along the back side. We got a Williams version of a refrigeration wrench that's here as well. Man, check out this one. Man, I love this. Whenever I pick this one up, and so I love that super ratchet. And so I went ahead and cleaned this up. But look at that. The reason why I cleaned it up is, my goodness, look at the fluting on that. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Man. And so it did not look like this when I got it. I really had to work at this, but I am so happy that I did. And so to me, that's a work of art. I love that. So we have this one here that we have. And so this one has the push through on each side as well. And so I just it came with these, found it at an estate sale, and I just kind of left it as it was that way. So I put that back on there. And so that's another Williams. And so see the J.H. Williams and Company. And so Buffalo, New York. And so this one is the F50. And so, man, love that. Look at that logo on there. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera there. And so, anyways, there's that. Got some different versions of the Super Ratchet. So here's a little newer version. I love that turn knob that's on there as well. So we have that. And then this one is even newer yet. This is kind of one, I forget where I got it, but I picked that up as well. And then just like that second one back, so this is a Super Ratchet as well, but this is the S52. And so the difference is that's 3/8 drive, and this is going to be the 1/2 drive. All right, so we got that. Let's see here. We got a couple of smaller 1/4 inch ratchets on this side. Got a speed wrench, some double box in wrenches over here. We got some sockets along this side. So this was an old wrench that I picked up. And so you know how you always see them at a garage sale and such like that, and they're just all rusty and no good. Well, I picked one up and I thought, I'm going to clean this bad boy up. So what I did is I got it all down, and then I blued the middle and I polished the ends. And so that's what I did with this particular one. And so how cool is that? So you can see a little T right there. But my goodness, you can still see the old Williams logo in here, made in the USA. And so that's what I did with an older version of wrenches. And actually, I like doing that with those old ones, because you see them a dime a dozen for all the ones that are rusted up. But how often do you see them like that? To me, that's art. I love that. And so there's that drawer. Okay, the next one down. What do we have here? Oh, we have some old Giller. So I don't find a lot of Giller around here. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to collect some, find some. I found this box, and I thought, I'm going to throw all this Giller in here. So, you remember, I think I said this in a video. We have a friend of the show named Shane. Man, Shane, he was at this estate sale, and he picked up this ratchet. Look at that. Look at the fluting on that. Cool. Man, I love that. Thank you, Shane. And so we go through, and then I picked up some extra ratchets or wrenches and such like that. Happened to have a matching box that I picked up somewhere else that's Giller. And so here's some 1/4 inch set that I just kind of been piecing together, and most of it came complete like this, but I've thrown some pieces together that way. So that's kind of cool. I have some other sockets that are down here. Now this isn't Giller. It's just running out of space. This is some GM Goodwrench stuff. So 1/2 inch, 3 inch, and 1/4 inch stuff that I've been collecting in regards to that brand. All right, so down here, I don't think I have a lot. Yeah, just some old hammers. So this drawer is just waiting to be filled. And then if we come over here to this side, let's see what we can find. So if I pull this drawer out, so this is what we have in this drawer. So we have some older Snap-on. I probably should have went this way. So we're kind of back on the Snap-on scenario. Now you remember this rail I put in that one video? I was at that one estate sale and nobody looked up. And so I looked up and it was hanging on the wall and it was almost a brand new set of Snap-on 6-point deep well. Man, so I picked up this whole set right in here on this rail, by the way. I picked up this whole set for $18. Can you believe that? $18. How awesome is that? So anyways, so from there, we got an adapter that goes from 3/4 down to 1/2 inch. And so we love that. A little spark plug socket, and then some miscellaneous sockets that we have here. Remember these rails? So we have those. Oh, remember that little speed wrench that went with that midget set? And so we got that. I haven't even taken the sticker off. I haven't even cleaned that up yet. But anyways, we got that. Remember, we got these things out. I need to send out a few of these. But anyways, a bunch of these little Snap-on keychain rings. And so those were cool. And so we got a set of metric crow's foots here. And so, man, how beautiful are these things? And so we got a whole set that's there, and a few more that we have coming on this side, and then a few other miscellaneous wrenches. And now we got a little midget set that I picked up at a kind of like a flea market that I went to. Got a couple of these little ratchets that go right along with it as well. And so you can see on here, it says midget, and then the 70L, M70L. Man, look at that. So this one was cleaned and looks real nice. This one here is just left just like it was. So Snap-on midget M70M as well. So man, how nice is that? So this was one that I had. This is the one that came with that. Has little breaker bars. I'm still looking for the little tiny T-bar that goes with that there. And then this one, what do I have in here? So this is that old Snap-on box. I got this at an auction, and so it has some older vintage swivel sockets in here, and then some of them are newer, and then some of them are right. And so this one is what? Walden. So, you know, I have some Walden stuff. I have some right stuff. I probably need to take them out of here and put them in there. And so, but anyways, that's what came in this box. So I just kind of left it for the time being. I should have thought in advance and kind of sectioned it out. Oh, and remember this one? So this old Snap-on, and so 1 inch and 5/16, but this is a 5/8 inch drive. And so this is not 1/2 inch, not 3/4, not 3/8. It's 5/8 inch drive. So man, I love that. Still on the hunt to see if I can piece together something else there. All right, so this one here, as we go through, just some miscellaneous screwdrivers that we picked up along the way. Got some pry bars, some panel bars, some Phillips head, and some flathead that's there. This is my Bluepoint drawer. So I just got some miscellaneous pieces here. So I'm trying to fill this set. So I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4 wrenches there on the Bluepoint. So one of these days I'm gonna find it. So remember this one here, brand new, a new old stock. And so that was there. Oh, get this one over here on this right-hand side. And so this was, I picked up a set of cat. Actually, I ordered it brand new, and so never even used it. But it's a cat made by Snap-on ratchet. And so that's kind of cool, I think, right? And so I didn't have that, so I thought, well, I'm going to order that. And then, of course, the sockets that come with it as well. So I ordered those. And so you can see, I think this is a metric set. But they've just been sitting here. I've never even used them. So anyways, just a bunch of Bluepoint that's inside here. Oh, get this one. I found this the other day. This was kind of cool. So it says Bluepoint on this side, and then it has snap-on tools with on this side over here. So I love that, and so I think that's kind of cool. But anyway, it's just a bunch of miscellaneous Bluepoint there. Okay, so this one down here is my very limited Mac collection. So we did pick up a couple of ratchets. So this one was kind of nice. I forget where I got this one from. But anyway, so it has a flex head. And so that's kind of cool. Got some double box, some combination wrenches there. Here's another Mac here that I have in the collection. Like I said, I don't have a lot of Mac at all. I got some miscellaneous Mac that I'm building up over here on this side. I probably need to take that big old 1/2-inch extension out of that box there. Little holders, some miscellaneous sockets that we have there. All right, in the last drawer in this box is just a bunch of old tools, some little hand drills, some shoulder drills, some little egg beater drills, and then so I had these little pulleys that it came with when I bought that old plumb box, and so it had a bunch of these, so I just threw them in here for right now. Okay, that is all my drawers, I believe. And so let me get reset up and I'll be right back here. Okay, fine people, we are back. Now that's that second 84-inch drawer. I probably should have broken that up into 2 parts, huh? But I'm banking on the fact that I heard several comments on that garage tour video when it was about this long. People said, you know what, don't worry about it. Us real tool nuts, we don't mind it. We love that. And so I'm hoping you enjoyed that just as much. But anyways, wasn't that just an awesome experience, just kind of seeing some of the different tools, or at least I think it's awesome. It's me. And I'm a little prejudiced. I get it. I get it. And so if this is your first time watching us, or if you're one of the newly people that just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're excited to have you. I hope you got as much fun out of this as I did. Put in the comments below, what was your favorite for us all? Man, we would all love to be able to kind of see what different opinions are. That's what this channel is all about, just kind of exploring. And as you can see, I love all tools. I collect all kinds of stuff. And so that's what we have there. And by the way, it's not lost on me that we passed 1,000. In fact, we're up to 1,100 and something. And so I still got a giveaway coming. I'm just trying to get caught up with the other toolboxes that we have here. So I think I got 1 or 2 more we'll do. I'm going to try to combine them into one video on the next one. That way we'll be done with the toolbox tour series. So that'll be done. All right, so there you go. That's what we have. We are so excited to have you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next video.